All right, guys, welcome everybody. I've got Daniel Dubois, double D from Turnage Dubois, earworming today.
Greetings, all.
I got two pieces of wood here. One's Chinese Tallow. I'll put it on the overhead cam. And the other one is a dry piece of Magnolia. As you can see, the Chinese Tallows is much bigger, and it's an in-grain orientation. I'll let you guys decide which one for me to go ahead and turn. So you guys type in what you'd like, and we'll get an idea.
We've had one vote for the tallow so far.
I guess Harry prefers the tallow. That's why he's sitting on it. He likes bigger wood. See, two more votes for tallow.
Yep. Looks like tallow is the. Looks like tallow's got it.
All right.
The big one. Tallow.
So switch to the tailstock camera. Right now I've got it mounted on an Easy Woods faceplate. Daniel, if you want to go by and name off who's all here.
Yep, absolutely. So let me pull up the participants list, and if I miss anybody, I'll apologize. So we've got Barry's Woodturning, Brian at Heartwood, Di Prout, Doug Miller at Woodspun Round, Douglas Mungham, Gerard the French Turner, Good Turn Daily Blair, James Cassidy, John S., Lawrence Bugasia, Leona Fay, Mole Valley Maker, Peter Lake, Richard RJK Spinningwood, Robert Elliott, Dr. Bob, Temple Boy Turnings, TJ Turning, Rubadub just jumped in, Toll House Jack, Tommy's Workshop, William Ellis, and Wood Wizardry by Colin. And Debbie Beardall just joined as well. So that should be everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize.
So since this is in spindle grain orientation, I'm just going to start shaping the bottom. I'm thinking of leaving a little foot on this one and turning sort of an OG shape.
Looks like Ben Jammin has joined. Welcome, Ben.
Welcome, Ben. Right now the speed is at about 800.
So I have a question for you, Hodge. When you are turning an end grain bowl, do you typically use a mortise or a tenon to hold it on?
Start working more on the foot in the tenon area. Harry wants to be on camera. Now with this being in grain, I don't really want to make a mortise because the expansion on the in grain might crack off the little mortise area. So I'm going to go with a tenon in this case.
I literally had just asked that, Hodge. I didn't know if you heard me or not.
No. I've got a new set of headsets. They're bone conductive, so it's kind of hard to hear what you're saying, I guess, because my ears are picking up the lathe and everything. So
okay, no worries. I just asked if, since it was in grain, if you preferred a mortise or a tenon, and you just answered it, so we're all good.
Okay.
And Ruby Claire has joined. Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
William Ellis asked, is that spalting or just the wood?
I believe it's spalting. It's been sitting out on my driveway for 4 or 5 months. I'm going to true up the edge here. I see that there's some that's not round, so I'm just going to turn the rim to where it's fully round so I have an idea of the final diameter.
And Four King Owls is in. Hi, Four King.
A little bit more to go.
Gav Seda Woodwork is in. Hi, Gav.
Hi, Gab. So I got a bit of a bark inclusion here. All right, so we're round now. We'll get back to getting the tenon finished.
Do you know the moisture content on that, Hodge?
It's really wet. I mean, I can see there's some, well, I can't really see it, but there's some water flinging off of it. Move the tool rest back a little. So I'm forming this finning for my Titan chuck. It's got dovetail teeth on it, so I'm gonna have to form a dovetail. I'm gonna get my point tool and clean up the corner. Getting shavings everywhere. Start working on the shape. The foot's a little too big in my opinion, so I'm going to make that a little smaller.
And you got 38 watching, Hodge.
All right. I just realized this is in grain, so I'm going the wrong direction.
As your lathe is turning here, he's rocking back and forth just a little, so I think he's quivering with excitement.
Yeah.
Four Kings has asked if anybody has ever used shoe polish on turned wood.
Can't say that I have.
myself either. I don't see why not, though. It's pretty thin, though. I would think it'd soak in pretty good. Question from Douglas, asking how thick the blank is. We know it's tallow wood, it's Chinese tallow, but how thick is it?
So I'd say about 5 inches thick, and maybe 13 inches in diameter.
Dye indicated that he has some Hampshire sheen carbon that he's used on boots, so maybe it'll work both ways. Dr. Bob says that he uses black shoe dye often. Ben said that I have a voice for radio or the news or something. I think I have a face for radio. I'm still getting used to hearing myself talk in my videos, so it's kind of weird.
I'm going to go ahead and switch bowl gouges just to get a sharper one.
Okay, Steve T asked how fresh the blank was. I know that you said it was sitting in your driveway for 4 or 5 months. How long was it cut down before that?
Basically 5 months. It was actually from the neighbor directly across the street from me. I was working from home, and then I heard a chainsaw running, so I walked outside and saw it being cut down, so I ran across there and got a few pieces.
And is tallow a hardwood or a softwood?
I think it's pretty soft from how it is handling. There's a bit of tear out here on this one end grain.
I said I had a face for radio. Gav said he has a face for Crime Watch. That's funny, Gav.
I'm just trying to get a finishing cut here.
Ruby Claire says that India ink works really well. It has a shellac in it also, so it seals. So that's good to know. Steve thinks it's going to check or crack. Wetwood typically does, of course. So
yeah, that's how I'm thinking, but we'll see how it turns. I'll probably load the bottom with CA and just hope for the best. Maybe if it cracks, I'll do some kind of inlay. I don't know.
CDA Woodturning has joined. Says hello, Hodge. So welcome, CDA. We got 45 people watching, 27 thumbs up. So mash those thumbs, people.
It's a little bit of a high spot here. All right, so I think that's good besides the little corner here. Switch to the smaller bowl gouge just to clean up in the corner.
CDA wants you to know that he just thumbed you.
Thank you.
So are you going to exhibit your coring system today, Hodge?
No, I don't think so. I haven't used it yet.
That's a
Still
shame.
waiting on the number 2 knife. But I have another piece of Chinese tallow that wasn't left outside that I think I'm going to try first on. So I'm just going to take it off and reverse it now. Take out the faceplate. Actually, I'll take the faceplate off later.
CDA, the wood is Chinese tallow that Hodge got from a neighbor that cut a tree down. Tommy said that it's a hardwood, but it's about as soft as bass or lime wood.
All right. Yeah, it seems fairly soft. Something.
Maybe because it's wet?
Maybe. Or maybe it's a little punky. I think I have to turn down a little bit more. There's a curve, I guess, that I didn't true up, so I think this middle part is hitting the chuck. So I'm going to turn off a little bit more. I knew there was a reason I didn't take the faceplate off yet.
Dr. Bob says that if the tree has leaves, it's a hardwood. William, yes, that is in Texas. And Tommy says you probably shouldn't eat the wood because it is toxic.
Alright, that should work.
It's a good thing you left that faceplate on there.
Yeah. I've had too many times where I ended up feeling like the tenon was the right size, but it wasn't, and then I had to take it back off and true it back up and everything. Seems to be turning pretty true. Bring up the tailstock.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of wobble in it.
Switch you guys to the tailstock view. True up the rim a little bit. Actually, I don't really like how thick the rim kind of is at the moment, so I'm going to make it a little smaller.
Blair wants you to know, he says he loves that you're turning in flip-flops, but go full Monty and just take them off.
But go what?
Full Monty, just take them off. And technically he said thongs, not flip-flops, but I'm not verifying what you're wearing underneath, if you're wearing a thong or not.
Yeah, we call them flip-flops here in Texas.
And Lacey has joined. Greetings, Lacey.
Hello, Lacey. All right. I'll start hollowing out the inside. Actually, I had to remember again, this is in-grain, so I'm going to drill a hole in the center with the Forstner bit, because you want to go from the inside out on end grain. You're supposed to remind me, Daniel.
Which part? The Forstner?
Forstner bit. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Hodge, you should use a Forstner bit.
All right, cool, thanks.
No problem.
Turn the speed down to about 500.
Is that 1.5 inches?
The Forstner bit?
Yeah.
Probably 1.25 inches. I think it's the one I use for pepper mills. It's the biggest one I have.
Okay. Ruby wants to know if the wood has a smell to it, since it's a member of the eucalyptus family, evidently.
It smells a little sweet, actually.
Ben thinks you should wear socks with your flip-flops next time, just to really annoy people.
Sometimes I do that in the house if it's cold, but it's 64 degrees here in Houston today, so. All right, turn the lathe off in case it wants to squeak. Being wet, I guess that probably wouldn't happen.
It is 37 degrees here right now.
All right, put the live center back in. Which I guess won't really help.
Rubadub asked if the wood was very punky.
Actually, no, it's not too punky. I guess I'll have to turn without the live center since I'll be going from the inside. I don't do too many in-grain bowls, at least.
Lacey said it's 30 degrees in Indiana, so yeah, I think you should share that warmth, Hodge. Ship some north and east.
I'll try. So I'll start, lower the tool rest a little.
CDA asked what we meant when people say the wood is punky. Yeah, it's kind of a rotten, so it's kind of falling apart. It's just a weaker wood, not the solid wood that you would typically expect.
Let me know if this light makes it worse. I guess it doesn't really change it too much.
No, it looks pretty good.
All right.
Steve Scott has joined.
Probably leave the wall thickness around 1/4 of an inch.
Steve Scott wants you to wear a knotted hanky for a hat along with the socks and flip-flops next time.
Trying to be a little too aggressive.
CDA says they call it shagged in Essex instead of punky.
Kind of smells like chocolate, actually.
And just a reminder to everybody, Hodge has his premiere coming up in 3 hours at 12 p.m. Central Time today. So don't forget to tune in for that.
Pardon me, I'm just going to try to increase my volume so I can hear what Daniel says.
Nothing important yet, so you're all good.
Yeah, I'm good. I can hear you now.
Awesome. I Love Woodturning. Adam has joined. Welcome, Adam. Yeah, CDA, Hodge and I are both Central Time, so we're at GMT -6, so 6 p.m. your time.
Just going to try to clean up the rim before it starts warping.
Yeah, William, you're right. Someone else has a premiere right after. Probably not somebody very important, though. So
I think Rob Summerlin has a premiere before we do.
okay, I'll go check and see. I think he does as well. Yeah, my premiere is right after that, William. Thanks for making me self-promote there. So yeah, my premiere is at 12:30 p.m. today, right after Hodges.
CDA, I think if I apply a finish today, it might just be an oil finish since it's still wet. Otherwise, I'll just leave it in the box for it to dry and then probably apply an oil finish anyways.
And Mark Stratton has joined. Welcome, Mark.
Need to switch bowl gouges again, I think. I might have to sharpen them here soon.
$49 watching you, sir. Hodge, do you want me to put out a link to Woodsley's premiere?
Yeah, sure you can. Wouldn't have a problem with that.
Okay. It is at 11 Central Time. Here's a link to that premiere. And Mark, or Hodge, I don't know if you heard on Steve's live earlier this morning, but today is Mark's birthday. So happy birthday, Mark.
Mark, the gentleman woodturner?
No, Mark Stratton.
Oh, congratulations, Mark. Happy birthday. I guess Jennifer's making you breakfast in bed and bringing you coffee and everything. So I need to make the wall thickness a little smaller down here.
And looks like CDA has a lead, so have a good one, CDA. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Barry, that's right. Mark is working today. I forgot about that. Jennifer was preparing him some food for working. And John N has joined. Hi, John.
Hello, John. Need to lower my tool rest a little more. It's got a pretty interesting spalting going on. Hopefully it doesn't crack and ruin the piece, but we'll see.
Looks like Mark's waiting to get his truck back, so he's not at work yet.
Alright guys, this wood seems to be dulling my tools pretty quickly, so I'm going to have to take a little quick break and sharpen my gouge.
If it's okay with you, I'm going to put in a link to the live events calendar from the Fork and Bananas website.
That works.
Thank you, sir. And Huey Lionheart has joined. Hi, Huey.
Hello, Huey.
Ruben Woodcraft has joined. Welcome, Ruben. So yeah, I did put a link in the chat for the Fork and Bananas website live events. So that is a list of lives and premieres that happen on days and times. So I think those are all GMT times listed there. So just be aware of that. Steve T, if you're still on, if you can confirm, but I'm 99% sure that's GMT on the calendar. Rob CP has joined. Welcome, Rob.
Welcome, Rob.
Yeah, Leona confirmed those are all UK time on the calendar. So save that link, and that way you can see who's doing different turnings when and keep up to date with that stuff. So
See that there's a shadow for you guys to see the top section. I'm going to try to get a little more light and see if that helps. Is that too bright off the tool rest, or does that make
maybe a little bit off the tool rest, but I don't think it matters as much. It's not bad.
Is that too bright off the tool rest? Daniel, did you turn your audio on or something?
No, my phone. I was trying to share the link.
All right, cool.
So I just muted my phone. Sorry.
Just worried that I had some problem on my end.
Nope, you're all good.
I guess it doesn't help if I block the light with my arm.
Yoda Doug's Tool Collecting channel has joined.
Welcome, Yoda.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner has joined. Welcome, Mark.
Welcome, Mark.
Mr. Earworm Extraordinaire.
To adjust my tool rest and lower it some more and try to get it a little closer.
Wayne Bigfoot has joined. Hi, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
Yoda, I know that you're saying that you didn't know who sent it. It could have been Brad's workbench. It probably is a good chance of that because Hodge and myself and Brad were all part of the YouTube cross channel challenge for 2021. So that could be where you got referred from, was Brad, most likely, in my opinion.
All right. For some reason my tool keeps bouncing. I think I might be too low, maybe.
James has to go eat dinner, so have a good day, James. Thanks for coming by.
Try turning the speed up a little more.
Yeah, Yoda, I agree. Brad was worried about hitting 10,000. He did that. He's just hit 1,000 subscribers on his woodturning channel as well, so that's pretty exciting for him there too. Duncan the Demon Barber has joined. Welcome, welcome. Mike Yu has joined. Hi, Mike.
Going to check the wall thickness. All right. Gonna get a little thinner down here at the bottom here.
William Ellis has to go. Have a good one, sir.
See you later, William.
Barry's got to go have dinner, so thanks for coming by, Barry. Mark the wood. Hodge gave the viewers a choice of 2 blanks. This one that everybody chose is Chinese Tallow. It was about 5 inches thick in grain. Rob says that the wood looks great.
Thanks, Rob. I'm glad you're admiring my wood.
Yeah, I like that coloring for sure. Your wood looks a little moldy, though.
Yeah.
Leona has to go for a Sunday roast. Thanks for coming by, Leona. Hopefully we'll see you on the premieres later. Hodge, Steve wants to know if that's white rot or just part of the coloring.
I think it's just the coloring. This is kind of the original color, is this white color. Doesn't feel soft or anything.
Rob says that his wife thinks your wood looks rancid.
It smells like chocolate, though.
Yeah, you better let her know, Rob. Hodge's wood looks rancid but smells like chocolate.
Just trying to smooth out any bumps I have.
Mike Midnight Joker has joined.
All right. Adjust the tool rest a bit. I think I've got about an inch or so left in the bottom.
Malcolm Douglas has joined. Welcome, Malcolm. Bruce with Jordan Woodworks is in. Hey, Bruce. Welcome. So what fun projects are people working on right now? I mean, obviously Hodge is making a bowl. Douglas, I don't know that Hodge is going to use a finish because the wood is wet. But Hodge, if you do a finish, what do you think you'll put on it?
Probably just a Mahoney's walnut oil. I'm going to get a negative rake scraper to try and clean off some of these bumps. And clean off this little nub in the middle to raise the tool rest.
Oh, that's cool, Ruby. Ruby did 3 baseball bats with a ball halfway through them. That's cool.
I think I saw a picture of that on Facebook somewhere.
Ruben said he did some work for the January Fire Challenge. Can't wait to see it, sir. Mike making a goblet. Steve T wants to know what tool is that, if it's a Thompson gouge or not.
This one, yeah, is a Thompson gouge, 3/8. It's the Jimmy Clues series that has the V-shaped gouge.
Mike Hugh is making a multi-axis heart-shaped bowl like Steve T demoed. Brian's got some bowls he's working on coloring. Malcolm's working on a massive segmented bowl with 2,500 pieces. So he's gluing those. Going to be about 12 inches in diameter, 5 inches tall.
Sounds crazy.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner has loads of practice pieces for a crafting festival. He's not in the slightest bit nervous. Bruce, you're making charcuterie boards. That's awesome. Are you videoing those for your channel?
I saw some of those pictures of the charcuterie boards on Instagram. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, he made one on his channel right at the end of last year, I believe. I'd like to see more of those. John N is working on a highboy chest of drawers.
All right, so I'm going to do something I do sometimes. That's why I like to have my lathe in the center of the room. I'm standing on the back side of it now and turning. First, I got to lower the tool rest a little.
Would it be easier to just put your lathe in reverse?
I don't know. I just started off without a lathe that could go in reverse, so I just never started doing it really.
You just don't want to use that switch in case it breaks.
Yeah. Basically, I just don't want to put the set screw in on my chuck.
Gotcha. Blair is making baby rattles. That's cool, Blair. Doing videos for those?
Blair, you should check out Ashley Harwood's video of making baby rattles. She does like 6 of them at a time off of one long piece of wood.
Gerard has a general question. Can a bearing be easily changed on a lathe? I think typically they're pretty easy to do. I haven't had the pleasure yet, but I don't think they're too intensive to change them out if they're going bad.
Yeah, I've never had to do it either. I'm sure there's YouTube videos out there somewhere of it being done.
Blair confirmed that he saw that and that she inspired him.
Yeah.
On his, so yeah, that's where I get most of my inspiration too, is other YouTubers, since I've been doing this since May.
All right, let's see how that is now. Switch to a bigger gouge.
You're not going to make a funnel, are you?
No, I still got plenty of space. Seems to cut okay going against the grain, so I don't know how much tear I'm getting. Doesn't look bad. So I'm going to try to do that to smooth out this bottom.
Malcolm Douglas has joined. Welcome, Douglas. Hodge is turning a piece of Chinese tallow.
I've got a couple of bowl blanks of the same wood that I turned back a few months ago, maybe 4 months ago. I have videos of the rough turning of them, but I'm assuming they're getting close to be ready to be twice turned. Let's see how the bottom is now. All right, I'm pretty happy with
I am on video, so
the shape
don't
of it. Need to clean up. No, it's too late to close out the sand of the rim. It's not really an OG shape like I said it was. Very small OG shape. You can see there's a little bit of a curve here, but I think I'm done with hollowing it out. trying to decide if I want to turn off the tenon or not, or leave it. I think I might be done for today. I mean, I'm approaching an hour. So let me take it off the lathe so you guys can get a better view of it. So it's got some pretty cool spalting. You can kind of see a crack right here at the pith. It's really small, but I'll put some CA on that. See how that goes. I'm happy with how the grain looks. I think the foot might be too big, but I can always make that a little smaller. So, thank all you guys for joining. I guess I'm at where does it say the time? Close to an hour.
Yeah, just right at 56 minutes.
Yeah.
Ruben says it looks like there's some green in there, or is that just the lighting?
It's maybe just the lighting. But hopefully it'll stay all together.
What are you going to do to dry it out?
Just put it in a box of shavings. One of these days I hope to get like a old refrigerator to turn into a kiln, but I don't have one of those at the moment.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do that with my shop eventually too. Find an old upright freezer.
Yeah, I mean, with how the limited space I have, I think my best bet's to find like a mini fridge or something that can hold like 4 bowls at a time, maybe.
I think Rick Turns did a box kiln that he uses from time to time.
Yeah,
that's
I've
pretty
seen that.
easy.
I mean, I have plenty of those boxes, but I don't have a computer fan laying around.
Yep. And don't forget, Rob has his live coming up in 1 hour. Hodge has his live in 2 hours. Well, 2.5 hours now, I guess. So hour and a half to Rob Summerlin's live, 2.5 to Hodge's live, 3 hours to my live, or premieres, sorry. Those 3 are premieres. So definitely stop by and take a look at all those.
Yeah, Steve, first week in February, you'll see Harry turn his first piece. I had nothing to do with it.
He looks quite comfortable.
Yeah, he likes wet wood. But all right, guys, I will catch you guys later, and I'll see y'all, in the next live or next premiere. So I will go ahead and hit the bloody button.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. Good fun, always.
Yeah. See you guys later.